Coming up on today's show, Todd Phillips and the Joker 2? Really? And Gina Carano's new film, Terror on the Prairie, had its premiere over 24 hours ago. I'll be talking about what she said, and also I will be reacting to the most recent trailer they released via the Daily Wire. Woo!
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So this is absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Joker 2 is actually confirmed. If you remember back when the first Joker film was released in 2019, I think I saw it about 3 times. Insane movie. Obviously borrowed a lot from King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. But that film went on to make a ton of money at the box office, made Oscar winner out of Joaquin Phoenix, finally getting an Oscar for a role which he literally sank his heart and soul into. So really congratulations to him on that one. But seriously, and the reason why I mentioned the first Joker is because they have to write a little clause in these type of contracts with these type of films that if it does really, really well, then you might want to think about a sequel. Now, Todd Phillips, I'm a massive fan of this dude all the way back to Old School, great movie, Will Ferrell getting drunk with lots of hot female students, all that larky. But Todd Phillips is not very good at doing sequels. He's got sequelitis. If you remember The Hangover from 2009, that film was lightning in a bottle. Could they recreate the success with the sequels? No, they couldn't. Number 2, I saw the Ladyboy joke coming before the film was even released. If you're going to set it in a place like Thailand, you think of ladyboys, don't you? So I knew that was the punchline. When it landed, it didn't really land with me. It was a bit of a dark, bitter sequel. The third film was alright, although it had nothing to do with having a hangover. So why they called it Hangover 3, I have no idea. So let's just get into this article really quickly, because what I find very fascinating, Lady Gaga, of all people, I'm getting into a Mark Hamill Joker voice here, might be touted to play one Harley Quinzel. Come on, Gaga, give it to me. You know that I want you, and you know that I need you. I want it bad, you bad romance. Not to be too unkind to Miss Google Gaga, but Radio Gaga here, is that the best publicity shot you're gonna go with? I mean, that chin, it might need a little bit of work, you know. It worked out for Jennifer Aniston recently, didn't it? So it could work out for old Google Gaga. All I hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Google. Yes, so the Joker is back, and this time he's bringing a friend. So you know all that spiel already, which I talked about. Now, Scott Silver is the co-writer. I think he's re-teaming with Phillips to sit down to write this sequel, which is provisionally called Joker Folie à Deux, which is a medical disorder. It's a medical term for an identical or similar mental disorder that affects 2 or more individuals. So right there, if you pump the brakes, who do we think of? We think of Joker, we think of Harley Quinn. You remember the Batman animated series? They did that so well. Harley Quinn, for those who don't know, she was born out of the animated series. She hadn't existed before, and I think she's one of the best characters they ever made. The Margot Robbie Harley Quinn, I kind of have mixed feelings about her portrayal, because she really makes her over-sexualized at one point, then she brings it back down to earth again like she did with Suicide Squad last year, and she's a great actress. I like Robbie. I mean, let's face it, it's Margot Robbie we're talking about. Don't forget her in that blue dress in that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, The Wolf of Wall Street. But this is kind of crazy. So Gaga is meant to be rumored to play Harley Quinn. And Gaga, man, if you've seen that Netflix documentary of her where she shows her boobs for quite a bit of time, and my eyes were stuck glued to those boobs. I mean, she's got it in her. She's a pretty good actress. Is she a great actress? No. But remember, she was in The House of Gucci last year. And Ridley Scott did a very insane thing where he removed a scene, a lesbian scene between her and Salma Hayek. Why? That would have been a money shot, man. Come on, what are you doing, Scott? He's kind of losing that. He's kind of losing his creative juice, I think. So I don't know. Now, this is the script. This is the provisional. This could end up being part of the actual poster artwork. How do I feel personally? An R-rated Joker. Well, it has to be R-rated. Todd Phillips has never made a PG-13 film. As far as I know, he hasn't. He's basically based in the R-rated category. So I don't know how I feel. It's a chance he's taking. It could be worthwhile. It could surprise many, many people. I mean, Grease, the musical, even though it's rated PG, there's some very risque lyrics in there, which, yeah, it'll probably get it a 15 certificate or a hard PG-13 these days. Go back to Grease and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Change your nose right away. Start a brand new life today. You can strike a sexy pose if you switch to power nose.
I want to talk about the other second news story today, which is Terror on the Prairie, which had its premiere over 24 hours ago. Gina Carano, I saw this great footage that Drunk 3PO caught on his channel, where she gives this little speech and she's a bit nervous in front of a crowd. I get it, Gina. I had that same problem as well. So Gina Carano on exit from Disney. I just knew I couldn't get on my knees for that propaganda that I saw so clearly. And I thought that was just an awesome thing for her to say. So, produced by the Daily Wire, Terror on the Prairie centers on Carano's Hattie McAllister as she fights for her life against a ruthless gang of outlaws on the plains of Montana. And yeah, I love that. She said the MMA fighter turned actress. I feel like a lot of us are having to start over in different ways. And she's, you know, my character is going out there out of her comfort zone because she loves her husband and family. I think the whole family unit of it is gorgeous. That's great, man. From what I heard, that Carano's really good in the film, but Nick Searcy apparently is the standout, which is Nick Searcy has always been a great actor anyway. If you see him in Justified with Timothy Olyphant, you know that he's a phenomenal actor anyway. But I'm kind of glad she took this pot shot at Disney right here. Is good because Disney do deserve all the backlash they can get at the moment. But I tell you what, I haven't done a reaction for Terror on the Prairie, so why don't we go over to the official channel for the Daily Wire. And by the way, you guys, don't copyright claim me for this. I'm doing a reaction, okay? So yep, it's had nearly 7,500 likes. It feels pretty much like an indie film, so let's just get into this. Montana looks like a really beautiful place. Would love to go there.
You know who I am. And I have no doubt that God will forgive you. But I ain't God.
I've got a lot of Red Dead Redemption vibes here. Hey, Gina. She's looking good.
I know it's been hard. This is our dream, Hattie. Build a home on land we call our own. Just gotta have a little grit. I'm heading to town, grab some supplies. Look after your mom and I want you.
I think that's the other way around.
Mighty fine morning to you, man.
And to you.
Is your husband at home?
Get behind and stay with your sister. They came looking for your pa. That's why they're out there taking their time.
Just take where you want to go.
Well, what we want is you.
Your father's walked into a trap. It's our turn to protect him.
She is a sensible woman. Mrs. McAllister ain't cut out for this.
Love Nick Searcy, man. This guy is based as hell.
Territory.
Those tourists outside are gonna feel God's wrath.
Come on!
Terror on the Prairie. June the 14th. So actually, it's out already. I'm going to find a way to watch this film. I'm going to give you my thoughts about it afterwards. I think the last great Western we had was 3:10 to Yuma with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I think that was, what, 2008, 2009, maybe even more recent than that, actually. And then, of course, the king of cowboy movies was Clint Eastwood. But for me, Eastwood's best Westerns were the ones with Sergio Leone. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is my all-time favorite Western. I can watch that over and over. It's just such an epic, beautiful movie. And I got shades of that in this as well, just very slight shades, very hints of, that Sergio Leone magic, that goodness. But yeah, Terror on the Prairie, it looks very indie. It just looks very raw, which I like. You don't see that in films these days because Hollywood are a bunch of pussies and they just can't make or dare to try and make those kind of films again because you're going to keep offending people all over the place. So folks, if you enjoy this, kind of a new format I'm doing now, which I want to get back into again, like instead of doing separate videos for news stories, maybe just conglomerate them into one big massive bosomy goodness, then yeah, I'll bring it to you. So on that one, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you hit the like button below, make sure you subscribe for more crazy videos like this, and if I were you, I would check me out on the next video. A new shut up phone. Oh, caught in a Todd romance.
Kung Fu Hot Dog says, "Hi John, Thor Boobs and Thunder is a better title." Yes, I like that.